Hello everyone, welcome back. We are back in the food court. I have done some cleaning. I even put some glue dots on various things to kind of hold it in place so I can move things around without it becoming, well, basically like seismic shakes and everything goes everywhere. So we have our sort of Asian food here. We have our seismic shakes, Leia sweet buns. If you have any idea on a name for this one, I'm all ears. I still have not thought of one that I can like or want to go with. I have cleaned out everything that was unnecessary for this space. So if it didn't match the theme, it's not here. I do still have to fix the sink attachment over here. I took it inside. I'm trying to look at various pieces I have to figure out how I want to make another sink attachment for the sink. But right now it's just a box that holds things on the side. But it's kind of odd. We have Grandma, my Asian grandma that I chose, sitting here on the chair that I made previously. And I wonder why she would be sitting here. Except I have something to show you guys. So everybody knows Grandma usually has a bunch of candy in her bag that she likes to take around for all the grandkids, right? That's why we have her, because my mom sent me a care package of all kinds of teeny tinies that she picked up. And a couple of other things. She did send this one. And then finally, this one. And so that's why we are out here. I want to see what fits with Grandma and maybe even with Chelsea if I can find one of those dolls, which I think I left them inside. But we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing and I want to see what fits. And what can Grandma carry in her little purse? Because, I mean, we got to spoil the grandkids, right? That's what we do. So, without any further talking, let's get to it. All right, first and foremost, we're going to start with the smallest of the packages. This is by Tinies. I'm pretty sure she got it from Five Below out where she lives. It has all kinds of pieces, and if I'm understanding, you can even build a sweets display, which I'm assuming is what's behind the box over here. So let's open this up and see what we've got. All right, let's start with the display because I don't want those pieces going everywhere. It has some instructions. They're not necessarily the clearest. So let's see what we got. I'm going to move Grandma over just a little bit. I think we go up with these. So like this. Are they numbered? All right. I got to figure this one out. I'm not very, I guess, engineering whenever it comes to things like this. I'll be back with the build. Ta-da! We have a shelf. Took me a little bit, but I got it, and now it is fully set up and ready to go. It has 3 shelves, which is pretty cool. They are adjustable, so I could move them around, except for I think the bottom one should stay where it's at, just because it gives it that clean look as a bottom shelf. But now we can start putting things to it. I don't like how this thing just keeps sliding around. I guess I could potentially glue it down if I wanted to. And also, if you press too hard, it covers up the candy rolls thing on the bottom, which also annoys me because I'm OCD about this kind of stuff. But that's just me. Like I said, I'm OCD. Anyways, what do we have? Oh. Apparently I'm not done. Somehow, I'm guessing this was supposed to go on here. Yeah, I think this is supposed to slide in, and then this should also be on there somewhere, maybe on the back. I the back so that it's a double-sided sign. Possibly. I don't know. I guess you could fiddle around with it and make it the way you want it. I'm going to do it like this, and then I'm going to tuck there's a conundrum. It doesn't have ridges to hold this in, so how do you get it to stay? If any of you guys know, let me know, because like I said, I am not the engineer on this. It's usually my husband's department. But for now, we're just going to have it stand up like that, and we're going to say it's a background. What else do we have? I'm going to pull this off carefully so I don't have them go flying everywhere. And there goes the background. Alright, first we have 3 Smarties bags. You got original, tropical, and extreme sour. I think my kids would enjoy that one. And it looks like they are, oops, I'm knocking the camera. It looks like they're made out of a soft, sort of rubbery feeling thing with stickers that go over it. And the stickers you have to be careful with. Looks like they could potentially come off. They're not lined up perfectly on mine, however, that could just be my set. But we're going to put this. According to this, it's supposed to go on the middle shelf. I don't know how you're supposed to make them stay up the way they are in the picture. Probably with glue dots for me. Okay. So for now, we'll put these like this until I can figure out a better way to get them to stay. What else do we have? Looks like we have another type of bag, the 3-pound bag of Smarties. This one's in a, yep, similar material, only thicker around. The stickers, mine got bunched up, so we need to pull that down a bit and smooth it out. Yeah, see, it even ripped. Okay. Like I said, this is my experience. Yours can be different because every set is different. But there are creases, and when I tried to fix mine, it actually just ripped the sticker. But there's one of the packaging. It should, theoretically, stand in there. It may rain them. Oh, I think I figured out how they make them stand up. Looks like these should be the boxes we use to hold things in place. So let's see. Put one there. What is this? Smarties Original. This is like a multi-pack that you can get. It shows on the picture that it's down on the bottom. So let's put that one down there. Let's put this maybe up here. Put that inside. Something like that. What do we have? We have the Smarties Lollies. It's still not going to work. Okay. And Smarties Original. I don't know. It shows this on the picture to where I should be able to put these two and put this one next to it. But this does not match up. So I guess you just got to fiddle with it and put it the way you want it. Here we have the giant Smarties. That's what this container says it's for. And I'm guessing that's what these are supposed to be. Giant Smarties. So let's see how Grandma, when she's holding them in her hand, yeah, I'd say that's giant size. And this would be something that would be perfect to go inside of her bag. But for now, for the sake of finishing the video on this, we're going to put the giant Smarties, which there are quite a few. It looks like you get 6 total, and they fit in here. There we go. And then we're going to put these, let's see. I think I'm going to put them on the bottom. Kind of fits. And then we're going to take these bags and arrange them in the box. And then we'll put this one on the side. Sort of. It doesn't like to stand up either. So we'll just lay it down for now. And then there you have it. I still have to figure out how this thing is supposed to attach because I didn't see an attachment. But we'll figure this out. In the meantime, this is the Smarties display. I'm going to put the actual display either in the corner of this particular build, or I think I might add it to my grocery store. I'm debating on that because if I do put it in here, I think what it should be, move everything out of the way, is possibly over here. And if I do that, I can put it up against the wall. I'm OCD, guys. I gotta have it looking nice up against that wall. Okay. But if I do, it could potentially fit under this countertop that I have. I mean, come on. Kid space. Hello. They're the ones who are gonna want it. They're gonna want to tell mom and grandma, I want that. So maybe it should stay in here. But if you think it would be better in the grocery store, leave me a comment below and let me know. All right. Let's go back to grandma. And remove the little ones away. There we go. All right. So now, the next set that I have to show you guys, sorry, Grandma, is the Teeny Tinies candy shop. We have Smarties and Dum Dums. Again, it has a display shelf, it looks like, and then it has all the different display stuff. You know how I am with the displays, so I'm going to have to take this off camera. I did find it funny, though, because when I pulled it out of the box, this piece of a Dum Dums wrapper was actually stuck to one of the boxes. I don't think it goes to the set, but it just made me laugh nonetheless. All right. Let me get this open and start putting together the shelf, and then I will show you. All right, when you pull it out, you get this background, which is pretty cool. I think it would serve well if you were going to use it as background for a Chelsea size room or even another small, maybe 1/12 scale room. You could potentially use this. I don't ever use them, but I do think they're cool. Or you could even use them in scrapbooking if you're that type of creative. So there's that. The box itself, once you pull it out, this is what you're getting. So it looks like we're getting another one of the jumbo or giant Smarties with another 6 of them that are going to go in here. We're going to get some more of the Smarties lollies, as well as your Smart Mix, which is the 3-pound bag of the Smarties, and then another 3-pound bag of original Smarties. You also get your boxes of Dum Dums and 4 of those out of box. And then you get the Dum Dums bucket, the original mix pack, and the Super Treats mix. So we've got quite a bit to go. Let me put this together first. Okay. I have put together this one. The shelves don't want to stay for me. I had them for a bit and now they're loose again. Okay, there we go. This part's driving me nuts. We put the fruit in the corners, fine, but that means I have to off-center it. So it really does mess with my OCD. This, I still can't figure out how to attach it. So if you guys know and I'm doing this wrong, by all means, leave me a comment below so I can try to do it the right way. But for now, we're going to put it over here. I was attempting to fix this one, trying out a theory that I had. It didn't work. So I'm going to just put that right back. I decided to take the pieces from this big set and integrate it in a mixture with this one. So we're just going to put all of the really big Smarties boxes together on the other shelf. And then we're going to put the Dum Dums on here. Okay, and so looks like it's a plasticky type box. And they're covered in stickers. My stickers are really loose. They're trying to peel off. But they are a decent size. I guess if Grandma wanted to buy a really big one, you know? A big box for either Halloween or for just having on hand for the grandkids. But for now, we're going to put these over here, and I'm debating maybe putting them like this so that they can both fit on the shelf. So there's the Dum-Dums. Then you have your bucket. This is supposed to be a huge mix of Dum-Dums. I want to say just the original. Yeah, 1,000 lollipops. For me, as far as Barbie goes, I mean, it looks like a good fit. She can hold it in her hand. However, I would say this one falls on the smaller side when it comes to Barbie. You could say she just got 100 of them in there, maybe. So there's something to keep in mind if you're going for 1/6 scale. But we're going to put this on the shelf over here too. And then, let's see if I can pull these out. These are going into their little box on the other shelf. Let's see if I can get them out. Okay. Again, there's 6 of them, just like in the other pack. And there you go. So now we have extra large Smarties over there. All right, now we have the really big bags. As you can tell, it's just a chunk of plastic, sort of harder plastic. And it has a sticker wrapped around it. The sticker you have to be very gentle with. It could be easily peeled off. If you're good at making your own labels, you could always replace it. But it bulges in the middle and tapers on either end to look like a bag. So we're going to put this one somewhere. I think I might have to rearrange the shelves. So I'll do that in a minute. Let's show these first. Alright. We have another box of lollies. I'm going to try to... They're not going to fit on that. Let's try putting them here. Dum-Dums, again with the plastic. You have the wrapper is just a sticker that it's pretty easily peeled off. We're going to try putting this onto the shelf. I'm going to put it on the bottom of that one. This is the Super Treats mix. Same thing. Mine's pretty loose. Okay. We're going to put that one down somewhere. I would say those scales work really well with 1/6. So I'm going to put that down here. The Smarties original, the big bag is going up here. There we go. This one doesn't fit, so for now I'm just going to put it on top. And then we have the lollipops themselves, the individual ones. They are just a piece of rubbery plastic, very flimsy stick, so be careful. You can see the top of the plastic, and then they have a sticker wrapped around. But what we really want to know is scale. So I have Grandma, and I have 3 sets of dolls that I'm going to show you. We're going to put this in her hand. I would say perfect size. It works, which means it's also going to be great for these. This is the Zoe doll from Five Below. And yeah, I'd say that works as a sort of jumbo pop. So there's that one. Come on, stand up, Zoe. There we go. I have my Scoliosis Chelsea. Again, it's sort of jumbo sized in her hand, but it can totally work for her. I'll put her down there. And then I don't even know what this one is, but I don't know her name. She's the baby of the Barbies. And then again, you could attach it and she could have that in her hand. So these work. These would be great for putting into grandma's bag so she can just have lollipops on hand. There's not really a place to put them on the display, which is fine. And I still have to figure out how to fit these things back on the display. But as you can tell, it's pretty full. So I think some of this is going to have to go either up on this shelf, or I'm going to have to move things around and put them in the store. And I'm just going to drop that there. Like that. And we'll put these in the box on top. Okay, but there you go. There's the scale. I think most of it works as 1/6 and is definitely a fun addition for either a sweet shop if you're going to make one, or for the Barbie store that I have. So more unboxings to come later. I'm going to stop with that here because this is so much. Let me know your thoughts below and what you would like to see next. Bye, guys.